Alrighty guys, welcome back to the stream here. Let's wait for some people to come in before we actually start. We're going to be doing some stock breakdowns here. Now, before we actually jump into the episode, I'm going to make sure it's streaming and it's a healthy stream. And it looks like it is good. So let's kind of wait for a couple people to kind of pop in so they can actually see it here. So I hope you guys are all, having a fantastic day today. So let's go ahead, and it looks like we're good. It does. So as you guys see, I kind of threw in the Discord group. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you guys can. So it looks like the thing that I'm mostly concerned about is the stream health. Actually, to be quite honest with you guys. So we just got to make sure that the stream is healthy. So let's just go look it up real quick, guys. Okay. All right. Yeah. It looks like we are good. It looks like we're good to go. So, all right. Let me go ahead and copy this link and share it to the team real quick. So if you guys want to wait a sec, ask some questions, you guys can go ahead and do that. We're just kind of waiting for people to kind of come in so you guys can actually see it. But we're mostly going to be talking today about stocks that are moving in the market, some stocks that I see some potential in, some stocks that, I kind of would stay away from. So overall, hope you guys enjoy it. And the biggest thing, guys, is I hope you guys learned something. So let's just go ahead and pop that in. All right. So that is good. All right. So I think we're good to go. All right. Let's talk about the very first stock here. If the audio sounds good, let me know, because I can't really tell. So it looks like we are. I feel like we are. All right. So the very first stock here we're going to go ahead and look at is GM. What's going on, brother? So as you guys see, we have this stock. A lot of people want to compare this stock to Ford, and I do think, my personal opinion is, I do think this stock is a little better than Ford's. Now the reason why I say that is because as you guys look at the past, this chart right here, the stock really is just consolidating. It's not showing huge signs of growth, but it's not getting slammed back down. If we go ahead and look at Ford, ticker F, this stock, look at this. We've just had this downward trend, and it was just a matter of time before the stock hit, $4 or $5. Not to mention they cut their dividend. They're doing things that are just like, just not the very, very best things. They just got more debt. I think they got $8 billion in debt, and they're cash flow positive. If you look at Ford here, they just got all this debt, and they're not even cash flow positive. I kind of got it mixed up. But, GM, at least they're kind of consolidating. Yeah, the stock almost went bankrupt, but they got the bailout, and now they're a strong company. You guys can see they pay a little dividend. So for all those dividend guys, they pay that nice little dividend here. And I do think getting this stock here all the way at $22 recently trades in between, what is it? Normally trades in between 19 to 46. So this could be a possible, pretty good swing trade, or even, nice little trade on this would be a nice profits here. So I do think GM is a lot better than Ford. If you just look at everything, market cap, their market cap's larger, their debt's lower, and they make more money. So I do think GM is a little better compared to Ford. So moving on here, another stock that everyone keeps asking me about is this stock right here, the one and only Tesla. Tesla is one of those stocks where it's pretty crazy, guys. So as you guys see, what I always like to do here, especially when we look at pretty much any stock, what do we like to do? We like to draw out support, resistance, and pretty much anything you can, draw out to make it more clear and, get a good and a better understanding of the stock. So what I always like to do here is draw out resistance. So as you guys see, it's hit highs at $968. Okay, so that would be resistance 1. So right here, boom. And then you got to drop it all the way back down. Okay, way down here is support. So how do you find support? Is old resistance. So do you see how this stock was bouncing in between, 380 and really 185? So this stock hit this resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, hit that support and came in contact with it and then broke over it. So now the next time that this stock comes in contact with it, just like it's done right here, that's going to be the support for the stock. So what I did is I put a nice little alert there. So if that's, say, this stock hits it, I'm going to get notified at a support line. I do own about 4 shares of Tesla. Tesla is a great company, and I think the stock is going to do incredible, to be quite honest with you guys. So, I do think that this stock is going to be one of those stocks where, who knows what's going to happen with it, but the future of Tesla is a lot larger than, Ford, GM, a lot of those other automobiles, companies, just because look at what they're doing. Okay, a lot of people hated the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck came out and the stock really just kind of went crazy, to be quite honest. We did have this little dip, but then it just shot up. And that was for a couple of reasons, though, just because they beat their earnings, they delivered more cars than expected, and people just go crazy for Tesla. But the downside of Tesla is, I think it's a couple of things. Elon Musk, very smart guy, but sometimes he just needs to kind of calm down, and I think that is a big thing for him. It's a big thing for him to just like relax. If you look at Tesla has been sued, Tesla has been in the news constantly over Elon, which is a good and bad thing. So Tesla, I think under 500 now. I think we're slowly moving up. So I do think getting into it under 5 is still a good buy, to be quite honest with you guys. And if you go ahead and look at the RSI, you guys can see it's still a little overbought. We're coming up into this overbought territory where this stock is going to have a downtime. It's just a matter of time. So I do think that 500, under 500, and between 500 and really that 400 mark is a great time to buy. And if you get in at 475 and you just keep averaging your position down, you're going to make money, and I would not worry about it. So, I think Tesla, great buy under 5. So moving on to stock number 2. And if you guys have any questions or any stocks that you guys want me to go ahead and look at, just let me know. Just let me know. Okay, guys? Because the reason why, is because I'm trying to do this for you guys. If you guys want to go ahead and let me know, hey, man, I want you to look at, let's just say I want you to look at Apple. Go ahead and look at, we'll look at Apple. But overall, guys, I just want you guys to learn as much as possible here. So let's move on here. So stock number 3 is IBM. So let's go ahead and draw this out. A lot of people wanted me to look at this one. All right. So with the stock, the trend is your friend. So that's the first thing we got to draw out. So we can draw out resistance, but it doesn't matter. Let's just draw out resistance just because we have this horizontal line already out. So we got resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay, so about in resistance. Okay, so now support for the stock is right around here, here, and about here, I would say. Major support, so to speak. So now as you guys see, okay, so we got to take a second. So now we got all these support and resistance lines drawn out. Let's draw some trend lines. So now when you guys are looking at trend lines, you always just try to make them as easy as possible to look at. So what I always do is just go from highs all the way down, just like that. So what I would do, looking at IBM here, you guys can see it hit all the way down at $80. And this stock is hard to judge. The reason why is because before the virus, before Corona and all that other stuff came about, look at this. We had this downward trend. It's very similar to Ford, where we just had this downtrend. So now when you're looking at, where do you see it in the future? I mean, we're already on the downward trend, so it's hard for me to judge. Do I think the stock could hit $100 again? Probably. I do think it probably will. So, I mean, still getting into it about 100 would still be a fair buy. Let's look at it from a little larger time frame, and that is it right there. Okay. So now, I mean, yeah, under 100 would be good. I mean, realistically, I don't know if it's gonna get there, but you know, that's still a good buy. I would say is under 100. So just throw an alert there, and if it gets there, you know, check it out. But this isn't a stock that I would go crazy for and just buy. All right, so you guys want me to look at Key? All right, let's do it. All right, so Key, we had this. Looks like in the 2007-2006 era, fell from 40 to 4, and then it's slowly been growing up. All right, this one's a little better, guys. The reason why, trends are your friend. So let's just go ahead and draw this out. Boom. Let's draw it out on the support. All right, boom. Okay. So that actually looks pretty decent. I mean, so still getting into this stock here, looking at it at the RSI, it's at a 36. Man, this is actually a decent, this could be a nice little stock here for like a swing or something. So this stock, so 8, it hit 8, that's the support, really is 8. Slowly has been growing and going up with the market. Okay, let's go ahead and look at major resistance. So there's going to be some resistance here at around 1450, I would say. Other than that, once it breaks, okay, so this stock could be a nice little swing trade. Okay, guys, so the couple of things. Whoops, let's go ahead and change this out. All right, so this stock right here, there's some nice price support here at around 10 bucks, I would say. And that's old. That looks like it's old resistance. Did you guys see it? Hold on, I gotta take a sip real quick. All right, so you guys see how this stock hit this resistance once, twice, and then it broke over it, and then it came in contact with it again and made it a support line. So now it came in contact with it again. So this could be a nice little trade. You know, yeah, I would actually kind of go for it. It's only at a 36 on the RSI. It could definitely pop back up to at least 1450. That's the nearest resistance. And then once it breaks above that, then the next really resistance is 20 bucks. I do think that could be a nice little buy. I'm going to go ahead and actually set an alert here for like 10 bucks, 10.05. I think would be a nice little price point to get it at. Even right now, guys. I mean, you get into it right now, set your stops at 9 bucks. You're gonna risk $2 to make another 10. You know, that could be a nice little trade right there, all day. I actually like that. All right, yeah, that's actually a good stock. Good job. So I bought in at 13.45. Okay, should I hang on to it? So there's a couple of ways you can go about it. You can go ahead. I mean, you can average down. So if let's say you got into it where right around. You got into it right around here, I would say. So now the stock kind of fell down, and yeah, I would hold it. I would hold it over selling it. I mean, you could also go ahead and just set your stops. Just set your stops. And if the stock falls down below, you know, let's just say 10 bucks, just hop out of it. You're down $3. You were trying to get into it for it to come back up to 20. You know, you lose trades. Or you can go ahead and just average down your position. So if that's say you got into it at 13, you buy it right now at 11. Your average is 12. Stock breaks above 12. You're in profit. You sell out with a nice little gain. You can do it that way, or you can just hold it. I mean, if the stock falls below, let's just say 850, you're out. You know, if the stock falls below that support, just hop out of it. You know, because then it's kind of breaking trend and it's not looking strong. But I mean, it's still a good buy. You're still doing fine, but I would just be cautious of it, really. But all right, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't worry. Because the thing about trading, guys, is sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So, I mean, let's go ahead and look at VU. VU's just I don't know why people wanted me to look at this one. Because this is just the general market. As you guys see, it's the S&P 500 ETF. So this stock really uses this 200 moving average line as support. So as you guys see, if the stock's really below it, I think it's a good buy. That's pretty much what I've been doing on it. I don't think I own too many shares, to be quite honest with you. I only own 2 shares of it. I'm up $72 on it. I mean, I'm just this was just more of a swing for me, and to get some dividend paying stocks. So I do think VU under this 244 era is a good buy, because this is a support line all day long. So now you're getting into it under, and the stock's going to continue to use it as support, and you're going to stay above it. You're going to be in profit. So VU, I still think, is a great buy. All right, so moving on to this is the last stock that you guys wanted me to look at. Make sure all of you guys that are in, pick a stock right now that you guys want me to look at. Even if it's a stock that you don't know, just go ahead and throw it in the chat. All right, the last one here that I have is ROKU. So this stock is using this stock's actually very clear to see. This stock was using really this 200 moving average line as support, very similar to a lot of stocks. That's why I love these moving average lines. So it's pretty much hit it once, twice, hit it again. Now it's kind of going up. Nearest resistance is really at from 260 or 162 all the way up to 176 is resistance. So this stock's I think the stock is getting a little overbought, so there's a lot more downside than upside on it. I do think getting into this stock around like $85 to $70, and going into that 200 moving average line is a good buy. This could be a fantastic trade, to be quite honest with you, because it uses it pretty hard. That's what I would do. Just get into it if it comes down. The stock's already up 5.5%. So this one I want to get into it now. We're getting into a little overbought territory. There's still a little money to be made, but the downside potential is larger than the upside, pretty much. All right, moving on here. Let's just go. All right, so you want me to look at DPW. All right. So this stock, whoa, this is crazy. So this stock, you guys can see it's previously ran before us, meaning that within a week it's gone crazy. It went from 580 all the way up to around 2,000 multiple times before selling off, hitting lows at 53 cents. Are you using this for like a swing trade or a day trade? Because I'm not sure exactly. I mean, you guys can see just the trend is going down. The trend's down. I bet you this stock has split so many times, or it's just lost a lot of money. But I do think the trend is your friend, and I want to get into it right now. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I like to have a nice little trend or a stock at support or resistance. And since this stock's kind of just in this little consolidation zone, I mean, I'm sure there's money to be made with it. I just don't trade really these types of stocks. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, we're just up on this downtrend. I'm not a fan of it, but there's still definitely could be money to be made with it. Like a lot of people were talking today about whoops, why isn't my keyboard working? Wait, what the heck is tops? It's top. I think it's just tops, or is it? Yeah. So this is a very similar chart. It's just a downtrend. Stock was up extremely high. Now it's down. A lot of people buy this stock for trades. I don't get the hype about it. That's all I hear about in group chats is people buying tops just because you can get into it extremely cheap, and the stock just kind of goes crazy. I mean, look at this chart, guys. This is right. This is you guys are gonna be blown away by this. Just go weak like that. So look at this stock, guys. This stock was all the way up here at like $2 billion, and has just gotten slammed down to a low of 7 cents. 7 cents. I would not trade these. I mean, I do. People trade them all day long, but I mean, I've never really traded them, to be quite honest. Exactly, bag holder charts. I don't trade them. But if you guys have any other stocks, we kind of went through all of them. That you guys wanted me to look at. Went through GM, Tesla, IBM, VU, and ROKU. So, what are you thinking of oil? I'm scared to get into it because I mean, what I started doing. I mean, I mostly look at like Exxon Mobil is a prime example. I mean, I only mostly look at like these types of stocks. I don't really look at like all the other stuff. I kind of just got into Exxon for more. I'm only up $7 on this stock, but I got into it low and I'm slowly creeping up. I'm holding, a couple oil companies, just because they're low right now, and history tends to repeat itself. So if it goes up, it goes up. I'm risking, 2, maybe 1% to try to make, what is that? 50. It's just, that's the way I'm looking at it right now. So I don't really look at oil a whole bunch, but I don't use Robinhood. I use for my actually day trading, I use Lightspeed, and then for swings and my dividend, I just use TD. But yep. So I mean, I don't know about that question. I just just don't know a whole bunch about oil. That's the thing. So there's a lot of people that love and get into it. I just never got into it. I'm in Exxon just for a possible swing. If it falls back down to this alert, I'll get into it again. I'm just mostly just trying to make $200 or $300 off this and dump it. That's really kind of my game plan with it, guys. But yeah, so as you guys see, guys, I put in the group chat if you guys want to go ahead and join. I haven't been on it a whole lot, but I'm starting to get back into it. I used to promote my Discord all the time and go on it a ton, but I haven't really gone on it. Do you think GameStop is a good buy? What's GameStop's ticker? I don't even know. Game. See, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know what their ticker is. Oh, is this it? This might be it. So, all right. What I always look for, guys, is the trend. If you guys are getting into it with the trend's going down, you're gonna lose money. You always just gotta draw it out. It's honestly pretty simple. Right now they don't have any businesses open due to the virus, and just look at this trend. I get it's extremely low, but realistically the stock probably won't come back up to $50 or $40 anytime soon. They're gonna have to do something crazy for me to be even, looking at it. That's just kind of my thought process on it. But the thing about this is there could be money to be made, but I just don't look at it that way. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. So, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask, no big deal. No big deal, guys. We're going to go ahead and take a quick drink break. But, yeah, so, that's pretty much it for me today, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and ask me a couple more questions, and then we're going to hop off here. I get the new consoles are coming out, but I would be more interested in, let's say, Tesla, or not Tesla, let's say, what is it, Xbox or Microsoft. I'd be more interested in getting into like Microsoft or like whatever PlayStation is. Like, I get the new consoles are coming out. So go ahead and actually look at let's look at Microsoft. What's Microsoft? I don't even know it. I mean, see, there could be a short-term gain here, but I would be more interested in like something like this. You know, they're releasing products, like looking at Microsoft. I think Microsoft is more into, I think Microsoft is GameStop. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but I would just be more interested in something like that, just because, you know, it has other products first of all, and they have more cash on hand, so I guarantee they're going to get through this recession. I don't even know if you're going to classify this as a recession, just because of how short in terms of like months that the market has been down. But they're going to release the product. If you think it's a good buy at 78, get into it. They release the product, they make more money, stock goes to 200. You're in profit. I mean, you could just look at it that way. But I would just be more interested in something like this than the actual company behind it, like GameStop that sells it. It would be like being interested in Ford coming out with a new car and then trying to buy stock in the dealerships. That's pretty much the way I'm looking at it. So, yeah. So I'd be more interested in Microsoft over GameStop, to be quite honest. But there's still, guys, a lot of money to be made in this market. There's still a lot of opportunity. So that is it. Unless we got one more real quick. But that is it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and the live stream. If you guys want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like it so more people can see it, that is greatly appreciated. And overall, guys, I hope you guys learned something. And I want you guys to stay safe and really just try to use the, staying inside as an opportunity to learn. So, that is it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Take care, guys.